We all watched the coronation of King Charles this weekend, and here to break it all down for us is Montecito Journal columnist Richard Minards. He is here. Thanks so much for joining us. I call you our very own royal expert, but I didn't ask your permission on that one.
A unique slice of British history.
Yes.
And for many of us of a certain age, probably the only time we'll ever see a coronation. I mean, you know, the history of the pomp, the pageantry, the color of the guardsmen, a 1,000-year-old abbey.
Yes, we have the video
and the
here.
crowning. Well, this is very interesting because Justin Welby, the Archbishop of Canterbury, almost rammed it on the king's head because he wanted to make sure this crown that dates back to Charles II didn't fall off.
I saw that. He was kind of putting it on his head very tightly.
Almost concussing the monarch, but luckily. And then, of course, he changed crowns, the imperial crown, which is somewhat lighter, which he wore on the balcony of Buckingham Palace, and that has the Cullinan diamond, which is 300-something carats in it, and the Black Prince's ruby that dates back to Henry V and the Battle of Agincourt. So lots of history. And also Camilla wearing the Queen Mary crown, and her gown also had the names of her grandchildren and children embroidered on it, and also her favorite Jack Russells, her rescue Jack Russells.
And we also saw the coronation concert. Our hometown gal, Katy Perry, was performing as well. That was a pretty big event.
Well, without question. Katy had also attended the coronation. She was wearing a Vivienne Westwood outfit, looking luscious in lilac, and a huge fascinator. And then at the concert itself was wearing this golden gown that the media in England said she looked like a toffee wrapper. Which was interesting, but she was enormously popular and a great concert. I mean, Lionel Richie, Andrea Bocelli, the opera legend, and Take That, the British group, 20,000 people in the grounds of Windsor Castle, which was built by William the Conqueror. He probably didn't expect that to happen. And as you can see, an absolutely glorious finale to a wonderful weekend of British history, a unique moment in time. And there's Bocelli singing, and obviously the royal couple waving the flags, and the little girl, Princess Charlotte, was singing along to Katy Perry and George. The only one missing was Louis. Of course, he's 5, probably well past his bedtime. So
but he was well behaved at the coronation.
Yeah, and look at the Duchess of Edinburgh, Prince Edward's wife, shaking her booty there. And then Lionel Richie all night long, how appropriate. Quite an extraordinary moment in history, a wonderful weekend. Not to be forgotten for many, many years.
And I do want to talk about Prince Harry. He did show up, as we had mentioned, but he was there very, very briefly, came and went, sort of. What did you think about his appearance
I
there?
thought it was a waste of time, quite frankly. I mean, he wasn't at the back of the bus with the seating. He was in the 3rd row next to Princess Alexandra, the Duke of Kent's sister, the granddaughter of King George V, and Jack Brooksbanks, the husband of Princess Eugenie, the daughter of Prince Andrew. And he sort of chatted. He'd arrived one day earlier on an American Airlines flight, first class, and then literally the minute after the coronation finished, he was whisked back to Heathrow Airport to get a British Airways flight. He had outriders, obviously, with traffic, and then he flew back here and literally was back in time to tuck his son Archie, who was celebrating his 4th birthday, into bed. But other than that, he didn't talk really to his father, as far as I know, and certainly not to William. And his family were well away in the front row.
So he didn't even interact with his father?
Not really. It's so sad because this schism between these 2 loving brothers when Diana was alive, and now it seems to be an irreparable situation. And I don't see it being healed for many, many years, if at all. Very sad indeed.
But overall, a very beautiful event for the most part.
Oh God, extraordinary. A TV ratings grabber viewed by hundreds of millions around the world. And we won't see the like again for at least 2 or 3 decades, I think.
All right. Well, we thank you so much for all your insight. You know so much that we don't know. We
Always
appreciate,
a pleasure.
we appreciate
Always
having
a pleasure.
you. Thank you so much.